Hello, I'm Mr. Hartgrave, and I'm addicted to Marvel Strike Force, and a happy Halloween week to you. In this episode of Addicted to Marvel Strike Force, we're going to be talking about the blogs, we're going to be talking about Battleworld, and we're going to be doing some Cosmic Crucible. A lot of new details dropped about Battleworld. I'm not sure how much of that we're going to be covering in this video, but don't worry, we will keep up with that until the launch of this new revolutionary game mode that will make Marvel Strike Force kind of okay again. I don't really know. All right, we got some blogs. We got another team incoming because God knows we need more characters in Marvel Strike Force. In fact, we don't need much else of anything. We need more characters, right? That's what's missing. It's the Astral team, and I think they're going to be we already talked a bit about it because this is the team connected to Shadow King, and it's also going to have the Ancient One. It's going to have some reworks on here for Doctor Strange and Moondragon, and this is going to be a team centered around Battleworld. So I guess it's probably a team that we're going to want to build. Like, build priority is all over the place right now. In fact, some people have brought up that the rewards from Cosmic Crucible are basically meaningless at this point. So there's like no point in even really building Cosmic Crucible teams, which is actually a pretty good point. If they are moving all of the premium rewards over to Battleworld in an attempt to get us to focus on that, that might become kind of the new second teams to build outside of Arena. Arena is more important than ever, with more cores than ever available in the Arena if you're performing at a high level. So your number one build priority right now is to go get Odin, go get Mephisto, get Apocalypse, get your core Arena characters. It also seems Gladiator, Thanos, Infinity War. I mean, that's the team. So you get that, and then after that, I guess now the idea is just to start focusing on Battleworld. We might have to really downplay the amount that Cosmic Crucible matters, which is good because I suck at it. So, yeah, diamonds, I find myself kind of rolling in standard diamond promotional credits. And the amount of Dark Diamond credits you get is pretty flat across the board. So, participate in Cosmic Crucible, try to win your attacks. But as far as dumping all of your high-level resources into solely Cosmic Crucible teams, that's probably not necessary. Build what you can to get by, to win more than you lose. And then chill on that and maybe move over to Battleworld. I would definitely recommend, putting 3 diamonds on Doctor Strange, put 3 diamonds on Moondragon. I don't think there's going to be any substitutions on this team. I think this team is going to be as is. I think all the members will be important to the team. I don't think that it's probably, I don't know how important it's going to be good at Battleworld. That's one of my main questions is what level do you need to have your characters at to get the most out of Battleworld? Or is it more just about simply participation throughout your alliance? Do you get anything more for being a top performer in your alliance? Or are the rewards pretty flat across the board as they become in every other game mode? There's no reason to really build for Cosmic Crucible and do well at it. There's even less reason now to be a high performer in War. All those rewards have been flattened across that leaderboard. Arena is probably the one where you're going to get the most for doing well. As long as your alliance is hitting like 70% on the latest raid, you're good there. And those raids have become fairly standardized as far as, if you build your characters up to a certain level, you can just go win raids. The other thing you might want to build up your characters for is events. And we're going to talk about that here. We do have some characters to build for these events and for the ongoing challenges. You might want to do this as well if you haven't already. That's kind of where I've been saving my gear for, is to do better on events. When events call to have characters at tier 19, I typically take the characters required up to tier 19, and that's kind of guiding my build more than anything else right now, more than the content. Focusing on the events means that I have plenty of gear and materials on hold for me to use to win more events, and just kind of letting the events dictate what I do, which is a very boring way to play the game, but that's Marvel Strike Force. We got a strike pass coming in for Sentinel. Scarlet Witch Zombie becomes available, and they let us know in this blog that she is only going to be available right now for her initial release for like money, and then she's not going to be available for a year. I don't know if they're going to, we can read more into it and see if there's a free-to-play release method, but with the way they've been going, there might not be. I don't know. I assume that maybe free-to-play players can get 3 or 4 stars on here, or maybe not. But you're definitely going to be stuck at your star level for a full year, like you were for, Zombie Iron Man, like you were for Zombie Juggernaut. We got some events starting up. I'm going to give you some guidance on that. And there is a video on Battleworld, and we are going to react to that in this video. We are going to cover this video on Battleworld. I have not watched it yet. We're going to go through there. I know a little bit of information has come to me through my alliance and other sources, so I'm going to kind of compare that to the video. And we're just kind of getting ready for Battleworld. I think we're still a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks away from that launching. And here it is about Zombie Scarlet Witch. So she's an epic character. Her shards will only be available for purchase and to earn via events. So there are going to be shards available in events for Zombie Scarlet Witch. Enough to unlock her, probably. After her limited run, her shards will be unavailable for a full year. Unlike Captain Britain, apparently, who is also like an epic character, but his shards will be available in a few days. They're going to run a lot of Captain Britain events in November. I think we covered that last week. So if you're not getting him through that horrible candy store, which is awful, don't worry, because there's going to be a slew of Captain Britain shards available in the coming weeks in November. They're going to open up a lot of Captain Britain shards. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get him up to 7 stars, but it'll definitely be enough to unlock him if you are unlucky with the candy store, which you probably are because that store sucks. If you spend a lot of money, you can get Zombie Scarlet Witch, although I see no indication that that's worth it. Zombie Scarlet Witch seems to be like a luxury character that isn't necessary whatsoever. And you don't need her to beat the Hunger Challenge. If you want to fully max out that Hunger Challenge, you don't need Zombie Scarlet Witch. You can absolutely do it with Hela, with Zombie Iron Man, Zombie Juggernaut. You don't need Zombie Scarlet Witch. Probably for anything. She's probably a useless character, quite honestly. A luxury character. Kind of, probably more useless than Captain Britain, who is pretty useless, quite honestly. Captain Britain really doesn't do much for you unless you're pushing very high-level Cosmic Crucible. Unless you're pushing very high-level War, which God knows why you would. There's really no reason to have Zombie Scarlet Witch. Of course, you get extra stuff if you have her, all that kind of good stuff, but none of it actually worth the amount of money it costs to get her, so who really cares? It looks like they're going to fix the combat tooltip, which is nice, so that you can see more information in combat, which should have been there 5 years ago. But at least finally they're getting it. Okay, for the events. There's an event coming up here that has some interesting inputs. I'm going to go ahead and open this up a little bit bigger for us to see. The way you get points in this event, and this is for a Blade Unlock, by the way. So there's actually some stakes, pun intended, to this event. And you can earn Undying Orb Fragments, earn Overwhelming Hunger milestone points. War Battles will get you points, although I assume that is limited. Yeah, that's limited to 21. So you just need to make, 21 war battles between 3 wars, not a problem. And here's the big one. Undying characters at Gear Tier 19. It's 30,000 points. So you need to have 2 members of the Undying team at Gear Tier 19 to max out this part of the event at 30,000 points to get extra blade shards. The characters I took to Gear Tier 19, the characters that I would recommend, are Hela and Zombie Juggernaut. They are the ones, if you take them up to Tier 19, it makes the Hunger, that challenge where you feed on feed on the minion characters to get brains. You know which one I'm talking about, that impossible one. It becomes a lot easier once your Hela and Zombie Juggernaut are at tier 19. And if you do that, Zombie Iron Man just doesn't really matter. He's not as important as Juggernaut and Hela in that combo. But if you do that, you'll get an extra 30,000 points, which through normal play, you're going to get the, bazooka item, but an extra 30,000 points is going to get you an extra 25 blade shards easily. So if you have the ability to take 2 Undying characters up, and it's actually going to put you pretty close to an additional 40 blade shards as well. So I assume that if you're highly checked in on this event and you have 2 Gear 19 Undying characters, you're going to be able to snag an extra 65 blade shards, which is damn near going to get you another star past the, well, I don't know about past the unlock. I don't know where you're at. You probably have about 30 blade shards right now. So 30, 40, 50, 65. I don't know, man. You almost have to get the extra blade shards just to unlock Blade. So maybe go ahead and splurge and take 2 Undying characters up to tier 19. I actually have an interesting Cosmic Crucible defense room that I'm going to show you in this video. Well, actually, I might be able to show you right now. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. There's a cool way to use Undying on Cosmic Crucible defense. So I don't know how I'm going to show it to you, but I will show it to you. And so there is some value to them outside of war, which is negligible. Now, you are able to get Undying Orb Fragments from the Red Dead Rematch event. So there's going to be an event campaign where you use Undying characters, and you can spend 200 cores a day on that to squeeze up to that extra 40 blade shards or what have you. So you might want to do that. I don't know. I guess it's going to have Undying Orb Fragments, which are going to be of dubious value. I think Scarlet Witch might be in those. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but that might be the unlock method for Scarlet Witch. I'm not really sure. You're also going to want to make sure you spend 400,000 candy in the candy store. And don't hold that candy, because I think this is the last week of the candy store. So make sure you spend down all your candy this week. Keep an eye on that store timer and make sure you spend all your candy before that store disappears. You don't want to be left holding the bag. Pun intended. They're going to do that raid event again. I've really been liking that. That's been a good event for me. They're getting rid of the Diamond Dawn Orb. So if you go over to the Red Star area, the Red Star Orbs, go all the way down to the bottom. Make sure you open up all of your Diamond Dawn Orbs, because they are going to permanently remove them from the game. So make sure you do that and keep digging. Well, you didn't have to wait long. I figured out how I'm going to show you that team. So there's the team. This is for Cosmic Crucible Stage 6, room number 6. And this has been shown to be 100% effective for defensive wins in the Diamond League. I'm going to walk you through how I got over here so you can check this out and you can play with this on your own. But this is the one bit of information I got from this that I was interested in and that I instantly took action on and set on my own Cosmic Crucible defense, because I'm curious about how this team is going to hold up. And the team is Dormammu, Hela, Quicksilver, Zombie Iron Man, and Zombie Juggernaut. Now, I've recently put a lot of power into these characters. I wouldn't have put them on defense earlier, but since they put Gear Tier 19 on Hela and Gear Tier 19 on Zombie Juggernaut, I decided I may as well go ahead and try out this defense, because it's been 100% effective. Now, how I found this area of the website is you go up here to the menu, and what you're going to do is select Analysis, go over to the Analysis tab, and that's where you can check out Tier 4s, ISOs, War, and Cosmic Crucible. And what you can do in Cosmic Crucible is you can filter out by the various leagues. Depending on where you're at, you might want to have a look at a few places. Diamond, Master, Platinum. Kind of look about. I think Diamond was most relevant to me. I'm actually in Platinum, but the Diamond defenses were kind of more in line with what I might be able to set. And you're going to see a lot of Odins, a lot of Mephistos. But if you scroll down a bit, you can see other things that are effective without using those kind of, super ultra characters. Like if you scroll down a little bit, you can find some teams that don't involve them, right? And that's where I found that interesting team in room 6. So you might want to play around with that. If you find that your Cosmic Crucible defenses aren't quite up to where they need to be, you can use some aggregated data to perhaps strengthen them, like this interesting Undying team here that I'm very curious how that's going to play out. I imagine I'll give you an update on that at some point, probably not in this video, but maybe next week. Keep digging. A new video has been released with more details on Battleworld, and I have questions. I want to know things about Battleworld, and I'm hoping that this video will give me some idea of where my characters need to be at to do well at Battleworld, to get the most out of Battleworld. This is the number one question I have about, I think a lot of people have about Battleworld, is how important is it going to be to build characters for Battleworld. It was incredibly important to build characters up for Cosmic Crucible when it launched. That was extremely important. And right now, it doesn't feel important at all. It doesn't feel like any rewards are coming from Cosmic Crucible of anything that matters. So what's the point? And I'm curious, how many will my characters need to be at tier 19 for Battleworld? Will they need to be at Isotope 8, Purple 3? Do they need to be level 100? Do I need to push them to the highest levels, or is it not really a game mode that requires that? I would assume that you're going to need to have some kind of minimum requirement to get characters in there, to use them at a high level. I'm in a very high level alliance. We're top 100 in many ways. So that's what I want to know. I don't really care about too much else, so I'm curious what this video is going to tell me. Let's find out. I haven't really been paying attention to much of this because Battleworld is still a few weeks away, and I imagine it'll all become painfully apparent the moment it's launched, so it doesn't really help me too much to stress out about it now. I'm not really going to take any action now other than start building up the new Astral team that's going to have a Battleworld tag. Clearly, that's going to be important. How important, I don't know. Let's try to find out.
Commanders, the time has come for your greatest challenge yet. Battleworld is here.
I mean, it's not here. It's coming, but okay. All right, guy. We just start right off with some horse shit, but all right.
A brand new PvE.
All right, we're going too quickly here.
Game mode.
You're flashing things at me. No one's going to use Spider-Man in this. All right, it looks like they're sticking to this. I thought this was early. Like, all right, so we are going to have City, Spider-Verse, Cosmic, and then Astral. Are we seriously Pegasus? I don't understand that. I don't understand why Pegasus would even be on this board.
For skills, coordination, and strategy.
Okay, this is interesting. Characters added to Special Ops missions won't be available in this zone for the rest of the day. So it looks like it's going to pick 30. No, it's going to pick. You can put 5 of each character. It's going to select which characters you can add. I love that Captain Britain is one of them. Man, that's dirty. New characters are on here. And so it's going to want you to nerf out your roster by adding these characters. And then you won't be able to use them for the rest of the day. It's going to like remove characters. You can only put 10 in. So there's going to be a list of characters and you select 10 and move them out, and only 5 of each character for like the whole alliance. Okay, that's kind of wild.
Like never before. Battleworld, the famous setting of Marvel's Secret War.
So it's going to force you to limit your roster and use characters you don't normally use. I kind of like that on the surface. That's not a bad feature.
Has arrived in Marvel Strike Force.
It's kind of like the arena, Mojoverse. That thing that we don't, RTA. I was struggling for the name. So it's kind of like RTA, and then you pick so you get to ban your own characters. You get to just throw some characters away and you can't use them. They'll get you points or whatever, but you can't use them in the actual like battles. And what's Captain Britain going to do for you anyways? And then does it matter how strong they are? Or does it just like, as long as you have them unlocked, you throw them in there and they do what they do? That I'm wondering about. Does it matter how strong they are when you do that? Or does it just matter if you have them unlocked?
This isn't just any ordinary challenge.
The reason why I'm not too worried about this is because when it launches, I think you're going to have to unlock the difficulties. And the first 3 difficulties are probably so goddamn easy, it doesn't matter what you do, and you'll be able to figure everything out before it gets to the point where where it matters what you do. That's how Marvel Strike Force has been for like 6 years. So I don't think this thing's going to start off just punitive. I guess War kind of did that. Cosmic Crucible. I guess player versus player modes do that. Player versus enemy modes, typically, you got some time to screw up.
This is a planet-sized test for you and your entire...
All right, there's going to be a leaderboard.
alliance.
Great.
You'll be tasked with sieging
Same thing.
a broken planet...
Okay. Welcome to the Abyss. Requires city. Bonus for Superior 6. All right, this is what they were saying, where they said there's going to be some specific teams. So, okay, you can use any city characters, but you get a bonus for Superior 6. Earn victory points for each enemy wave defeated. Oh, if your team's big enough, you could just clear out all 6 waves and just max out the victory points and be a hero. Interesting. So that's where ultra teams are going to come in. I think you only need really big teams for this if your alliance sucks. I think if your whole alliance is participating, you probably don't need that big of teams. I think you only need massive teams for this if you want to, swing around your E-Peen.
ruled by fearsome warlords from across the multiverse,
That's my read on that. I could be entirely wrong, but it's probably correct.
each holding on to their own territory. It's up to you.
Because, there's a cap on victory points. So, like, everybody can do these missions, but once you hit the cap, no one else needs to.
And your alliance to fight through waves of enemies, reclaim these lands, and face off against...
Now, there's no sim on that. So you got to play through that. This is going to add some I'm suspecting this is going to add some serious playtime. Which is fine, because right now there is no playtime in Marvel Strike Force outside of War and Cosmic Crucible, And most of that, you can set your phone down. Because you know these attacks. You've been doing these attacks forever. This is kind of like... this really just looks like raids, quite honestly. It doesn't look that different of a game mode from everything else that's in the game. This is not that thrilling.
a terrifying boss.
All right, the boss does look different.
Now, let's dive into the action. Battleworld kicks off
6-day siege every week. So every day is a new zone, and then the boss is the 6th day. So only on the 6th day do you get like unique content. You get a bunch of garbage that we've been doing for 6 years, and then on the 6th day you actually get like a new experience. Amazing, guys.
6-day siege every week, and it's split into 3 key mission types. Standard missions.
I missed that one. All right, we got different mission types. How much you want to bet they're all the same? Bonus for Alpha Flight on that. Okay, got it. So you can use any mutant characters you want, but you get a bonus for Alpha Flight. And you can do 3 attacks. Interesting. I wonder if you get to redo the attacks and then keep your best run.
Spec ops missions.
So what, some days are like you don't even play it?
And the ultimate test, boss battles. In standard missions, you'll face waves of enemies. And
We got
for
that
every
part.
wave defeated, your alliance earns victory points or VP. These points are the lifeblood of your siege, pushing you toward the boss at the end. But here's the twist. Enemies won't stop until the wave is completely cleared. So even if you don't manage to take down every wave, racking up as many victory points as possible will push you towards your ultimate goal. Next
Even if you suck, you can still progress.
up, Spec Ops missions. These are passive missions where you send your characters on side quests.
All right, so you actually don't play. This is like this mechanic is in a lot of mobile games. It's an AFK game mode. You select your characters, you don't play.
To earn bonus VP for your alliance.
Okay,
These
interesting. So you pick which characters you don't want to use.
missions autocomplete without a battle, but beware. Characters sent on a Spec Ops mission can't be used for standard missions until the Spec Ops mission is done. So, will you send your top character on a Spec Ops mission to maximize
Oh, you can maximize rewards by sending stronger characters? This doesn't really make any sense.
rewards or save them for the battlefield? Every decision counts. Every risk
I really can't believe that every decision is going to count.
has its reward.
I don't really think it's going to be that big of a deal.
And then, commanders, comes the big one. Boss battles.
30 waves. Okay, so there's like 30 waves in Zone 4, and then you get to fight the boss.
This is where your teamwork really shines.
No one has ever used in-game chat or ever will for this. Get out of here. I maxed out Black Widow. Dude, come on. Come on, dude. Stop lying in your chat.
Each territory's
So you get to do 3 attacks on the boss.
boss is a powerful foe with unique mechanics that will test even the best players in your alliance. The entire alliance works together to chip away at the boss's health. Every attack matters, and every player contributes to the defeat. And the first boss you'll face is none other.
I mean, they're claiming that everyone is going to matter, but I can't. There's. You're definitely going to be able to kill this boss without all 24 people hitting it.
The Null, the Lord of the Abyss. He's powerful,
I mean, at low level, sure. At a high level,
terrifying, and will be your greatest test. Is your alliance assembled and ready to stand up to his reign of terror? Of course, no challenge is complete without rewards. Battleworld will be a major source of purple ISO weight resources.
I'm already swimming in this stuff. Like, I guess my whole roster is going to purple.
Plus, by taking down enemies and bosses, you'll earn valuable null character.
Whoa, they just showed a higher level. Yo, we got Isotope 8, level 4, boys. Okay, that's a reveal.
Enemies and bosses, you'll earn valuable null character.
And then they're going to give you 10 null shards every week. So 10 weeks to unlock null.
Shards.
If you full clear, and only if you full clear.
So not only do you get stronger, but you could unlock one of the deadliest allies in Marvel Strike Force.
What's he do?
One
Like, literally, what does null do? Is that an arena character? Is that one less arena character?
final tip, commanders.
You can only use each character
Each character once per day.
once
whether
per
in
day.
Standard or Spec Ops missions. So
Interesting.
plan carefully. It's all about
It doesn't really make sense to me. Like, I wonder how much it actually matters which characters you spend on these special. Our rosters are so big.
maximizing your victory points and making sure you
My roster is huge. Like, you can take 10 of my characters away, and I think I'm fine. Like, you're not taking Odin and Mephisto, right? Well, I'll be fine.
your alliance takes down those bosses. Command
Unless they're just locking. I mean, I guess they are locking certain characters out. They're only city, only this. Maybe there's no legendaries, no mythic. I don't know.
commanders. Battleworld is an all-new way to play Marvel Strike Force.
It does not seem that new. The boss battle itself, it looks like the most interesting part. The rest looks like the same old regurgitated crap.
It's time to test your individual strategy.
And we're not really answering my questions at all as far as what level my characters need to be at. I mean, this looks like the beginning mission, and those characters look incredibly weak. It does look like you get some rewards here as you do it, so that's kind of nice.
Of your roster and your alliance's coordination. Will you conquer a multiverse of warlords and take down Null? Your siege is about to begin. Don't miss your chance to earn big rewards, unlock powerful new characters, and prove your alliance's strength. See you on the battlefield, Commander.
Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, well, that was kind of a lot of nothing. But, I don't know, man. It really feels like this is going to be kind of busy work. I don't know if this is going to be anything that challenges our intellects. It looks like a series of hurdles to jump through to get rewards to progress us towards, I don't know why. Like, at what point does this game have gameplay? At what point am I challenged to actually figure something out? I don't know. Maybe the boss battle itself requires you to take certain teams in at certain times. Maybe there's a lot of strategy involved in it. I mean, that's my hope right now. And maybe the missions themselves will have enough variety and craft to them where interesting team compositions will get you through. But it looks like it's basically just telling you, hey, use Alpha Flight on this. But if it's use Alpha Flight and I've already sent some members away, maybe there's like a combination of Alpha Flight plus other characters. I don't know. Maybe there's some nuances here that'll make this an engaging game experience, but I'm highly dubious. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And keep digging. More arena fun with Mr. Hartgrave. Let's go. Is there a point to trying this? I think there is. I'm at rank 20. Really, there is no reason to do this. I guess it's worth 20. It's worth 50 cores. I'll break even. If I get pulled under 20, I lose 50 cores. I mean, really, you know what? There's no point, guys. I was going to burn 50 cores to try to go up in rank, but mathematically, if I stay at 20, great. I earn 50 cores. If I burn 50 cores and I still end up in rank 11 to 20, I get 400 cores, which is the same. I'm not going to drop under 50 today. So I either, right now I stand the chance to earn 50 cores, and the worst that happens is I lose 50 cores, but I can't get up to rank 10 right now because I don't have full Odin yet. Full Odin teams start at rank 13 in my arena. So there's no reason to do it. So now I'm upset and I'm going to unlock Blade. That's what's going to happen. Because this game annoys me. So I'm going to throw money at it and I'm going to unlock Blade. I'm going to use them in Cosmic Crucible. And I'm going to use them to beat the Thirst Challenge. Because I'm sick of being stuck on Thirsty and I want to beat... I don't know if I can beat both difficulties or just one of them with Blade. I don't know how that works. But there's only one way to find out, right? Let's go. Or maybe I won't be unlocking Blade. Okay, so I was talking myself into unlocking Blade. However, I'm going to unlock him automatically tomorrow as soon as the Blade shard event starts. I'm only 20 shards away. Or as soon as the first war starts, I'm going to get 8,000 points. I'm going to unlock Blade. So spending money to unlock Blade doesn't really make a whole lot of sense unless I really need him today, which, honestly, Cosmic Crucible really isn't worth it anymore. So here's my new offensive strategy for Cosmic Crucible. We have Illuminati. We have New Warriors plus Old Man Logan. Secret Defenders plus Tangled Web. We have Cabal plus Masters of Evil. We have a Sinister Six team. I have moved Odin to offense. I have decided that it is better to move Odin to offense. I have been stonewalled by way too many Mephisto teams. Even when mirroring, even when using my own Mephisto against Mephisto, I was coming up with losses. I was being stonewalled. Bad RNG or whatever it would be. A bad play. I don't know. Just wasn't working for me. But Odin is a very good counter for everything on the board right now. So I've made a super team out of Skrull, Apocalypse, and Odin. I'm also including, North Star and Black Knight in there. Although now that I'm looking at this, that's one too many hero. I actually have to have another villain on that team. That's a problem I'm going to solve later. And then I have Pegasus on standby. Just in case anybody uses something really dumb in the raid room. Sometimes I can pull Pegasus out and get a win there. But that's neither here nor there. Now, for my defense, I have changed things up because I'm no longer relying upon Odin to give me that kind of free win that I was getting. And even with Odin on defense, it was only giving me one win. A lot of people, I've even seen people one-shot it. So it wasn't even giving me that. So I'm moving off of that. Instead, what has been highly effective out there and what was even stopping me is Mephisto and Spider Society in room number 1. That website I showed you earlier on MSF GG, this is shown to be the highest win percentage version of Spider Society with Mephisto. It's right here in room 1. So that's where I'm putting them. I've got Orcus in room 2. Bifrost in room 3 is something that's just been working really, really well for me. People tend to underestimate this, and that usually racks up to wins. So I'm keeping that right where it's at. I'm using this kind of goofy team of Doctor Doom and Void Knight in here with Annihilators. That hasn't got me any wins, but I still kind of think that that's a decent team. I've moved over to just pure Extreme X-Men in 5. This is much better with Dormammu, but I'm using this special team in room 6, which I have hopes for. I'll definitely let you know how that goes as time progresses. But here's the thing. Okay, so setting up my attacks, and this is why I think I might need to unlock Blade today if I want to win all of my attacks, is I'm looking at a full Night Stalkers in room number 3. Now, if I had Blade, I could add North Star, shut down their speed bar, and probably win? I don't know. I really don't know. That's my best bet. I don't know what I can throw at this other than Odin. I could simply throw an Odin at that and probably crush them. I don't know. I'm going to use Masters of Evil and Cabal on either this Old Man Logan team or on Skrull. I don't really know what would be better. I guess Illuminati does very well. Illuminati does very well on Old Man Logan. I don't know how well Illuminati is going to work on room number 6. I got to keep in mind, room number 6, everybody's getting Safeguard. So if I don't have something that removes Safeguard in there, I'm going to get into trouble. Like Ares. Pretty much any team plus Ares is going to remove that Safeguard from these characters, which is pretty good. Because I do have that empowered. As far as Superior 6, I think my options... I can probably do Superior 6 on room number 1. I think that actually works out really, really well. All right. So Superior 6 on room number 1, that's going to get rid of Spider Society. I think that is still super effective. I recall even using that last round, but I could be wrong. I've got Annihilators in 2. This is a good place to use Illuminati as well, although I really hate using it in here because you basically are giving up a guaranteed one-shot with Ultimus on Captain Britain. I don't know what would be better than that. I don't know. That's pretty tricky. I've got to use Secret Defender's Entangled Web somewhere. I like using Tangled Web to get around Black Knight, but I'm uncomfortable with that Super Scroll in there. Maybe my best move is Illuminati on 4. I can't. I'm debating between Illuminati on 4 or Illuminati on 6, and then Masters of Evil Cabal. It's like Masters of Evil Cabal on 4 or 6, or Illuminati on 4 or 6. I think that's Cabal and Masters of Evil is either going on 4 or it's going on 6. And Illuminati is going to do the other one. I don't think I have another team. Like I have New Warriors and Old Man Logan. I could try that on 6, but I feel like I would get caught there. I feel like I would run into an issue. Secret Defender's Entangled Web probably is not up to the task on 4 or 6. So yeah, I've really got to pick where I'm going to put Illuminati, and I've really got to pick where I'm going to put Masters of Evil and Cabal. I'm worried about that Black Knight. I guess one nice thing about Illuminati in 6 is that you can pull all the charges off of Black Knight with Shuri. So that's going to kind of get things going. And they get immunity, right? We all load up with Safeguard immunity. So I'm not going to get ability blocked by Skrull. Not going to get ability blocked by anybody. You know what? I think it's going to be Illuminati on 6. It's going to be Illuminati on 6. It's going to be Cabal and Masters of Evil on 4. I think that's the best way to go. I shouldn't have a problem there. Let's see. Does that play into Flashbang pretty good? I think it does. I think Flashbang's going to work really well for Cabal. I think it's going to work better than it would for Illuminati. Illuminati is going to be benefited from all the Safeguard immunity and defense up as well. Okay. So now I just got to figure out the last 3 rooms. Room number 5 is not a good room. And I could go with Secret Defender's Entangled Web in here. I think New Warriors and Old Man Logan would work as well. I don't know, man. I'm stuck. I want like an extra team. I definitely want an extra team. I don't have faith in New Warriors and Old Man Logan. Like I almost want to kind of make another team. All right, can Secret Defender's Entangled Web do something? I don't trust Secret Defender's Entangled Web on Annihilators. I think my best bet is Secret Defender's Tangled Web on Unholy Alliance. I don't love it, but it'll probably work. I like that it's not all tier 19. I've just got to make sure that I kill Forge. You know what? I could swap. I kind of almost like, I don't know. I'm torn. I have another. This defense is really confusing because it's got so many either ors. Like I can use Superior 6 or Tangled Web Secret Defenders on room 1. Or use that on room 5, or I can flip that and use Superior 6 on 5 and the other and flip them either way. But I think using Superior 6 on room 1 is better than using it on room 5. And I think using Secret Defenders and Tangled Web on room 5 is better than using it on room 1. But I don't know. I'm very confused about this. So that leaves me with 2 rooms. I've got Annihilators in 2, and I have Night Stalkers in 3. Now, the super easy thing I can do is I can go get Blade and then just crush 3. In fact, one thing I want to do with Night Stalkers is use a team that combines Blade and Old Man Logan so that I get double assist. If you have Blade and Old Man Logan together, they should both assist, which would be very interesting, assuming that everybody else is a raider. And I kind of love that idea. But barring that, I think I need to put Odin on room 3. And I don't know if I even need much else. I think as soon as I put Odin on room 3, I've won. So I can use like Skrull and Apocalypse on room 2. And beat that. I don't think I need like I don't think I need everybody together to beat that Night Stalkers team. I think Odin would be enough. I think Odin would honestly be enough. I don't think I need to unlock Blade today. Bad for the video, good for my, pocketbook. I'm not sure if I need Old Man Logan involved in the attacks for room 2 or 3. I could add Old Man Logan to... I could add Old Man Logan to the Secret Defenders to this team. I don't know. I think Secret Defenders and Tangled Web win room number 5 without Old Man Logan being involved. I don't think I need Old Man Logan to get involved in this. I'm going to feel stupid if I needed him. But I feel like Tangled Web... But I feel like Tangled Web is good enough. Because they're going to remove the taunt off of Absorbing Man. And then I'm going to be free to stun whoever I want, ability block whoever I want, and just kind of shut them down. So I think I'm okay on that. So I guess I could throw Old Man Logan into the Skrull Apocalypse room just to make sure I mean, it's not even that big of an Annihilators to worry about. I'm not too concerned about that working. That should be just fine. I could move Illuminati over to room 2. And I could do like an Old Man Logan Ares thing on room 6. Because that removes that safeguard off of Black Knight. Alright, that's a little goofy. But maybe that's the thing to do. Alright, I'm going to move Illuminati over to 2. And then I'm going to use a Old Man Logan Ares situation on room 6. Because that's just a little bit smarter. Yeah, I honestly don't know. I mean, Illuminati probably wins 6, but I really don't know how it reacts. Whereas Old Man Logan and Ares is a pretty safe bet on room number 6. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. And I don't think it needs to involve Night Stalkers. Oddly enough. Maybe I'd be better off if I did. I think we're going to go ahead and start here on room number 1 with Sinister 6. And this is the goofball vulnerable room. I'm a little worried about stacking them up with vulnerables and then having them clap back on me. But I think I'll be okay. There's only one way to find out. Let's go. In any other room, in a standard room with no weird rules, this would win. In a standard room outside of the raid room. Now, if they're in the raid room, I'm screwed. But I think if this was in a room with no rules, Superior 6 wins. Sinister 6, whatever you want to call it, they would win. But I'm a little concerned about this room. That's good. Drop some vulnerables on me. I don't even think he dropped any vulnerables on me. Where are the vulnerables? Put vulnerables on me. I need your delicious vulnerables. I got slow on most everybody. All right, I'm going to get a slow on Spider-Man Noir over here. And who do I want to double hit? I got to get rid of Peter. We'll get some buffs here too. Gotta double tap Peter. Okay, let's drop down. I don't like all the vulnerables I'm throwing out. I really hate the amount of vulnerables that I'm throwing out on this. But maybe it's okay. Okay, who gets an ability block? I think Penny eats this ability block. I don't know, either Penny or Peter. Probably Penny. A Penny ultimate is like the most disastrous thing that could happen. And I think Peter's on his way to dead. I think we've got this. I'm feeling pretty good. I never want to get too confident because things can go sideways so quickly in this game. Okay, this should kill Peter. Peter's out of here. Oh yeah, we've won a lot. There was actually no problems with this. Like I didn't have to worry about anything because like they just don't really get a turn. Like the only guy who gets a turn is Noir. And he almost helps me because he's like just throwing out vulnerables, right? But none of the other characters actually get to go. So you can just stack the vulnerables up on them. It doesn't matter. Because they're not really getting turns. This is my favorite room of this season, by the way. This room kind of works. You can manipulate this room for your own benefit. This room doesn't feel like it's against me. It feels like I get to manipulate the rules for my advantage in there. Because as long as your team is faster, you get all the benefits and none of the negatives. So that attack was perfect. Thank you. You should probably never put just pure Spider Society in room 1. I think Spider Society with Mephisto changes everything. And then you can't just do what I did. All right, room number 2, it's going to be Illuminati. I'm sick of having this attack be close, so I took Captain Britain up to tier 19 and I put Isotope 8 level 3 on him. I still like him as a skirmisher because of all the assists this team gets, and he gets an extra 15% assist damage, and I like him throwing vulnerables out there. I want Black Bolt and Hank Pym to be taking the double taps. That's my choice. I'm sticking with it, and hopefully he won't get one shot by Ultimus, although he probably still will get one shot by Ultimus, even though I powered him up. Those extra shards for Captain Britain cannot come soon enough. I really do not like the delay on getting characters up to full stars. It makes me feel very underpowered in all the game modes, and it just kind of makes the game suck. All around, delaying the release of the powering up of characters is killing Marvel Strike Force. At least it's killing my ability to be competitive at all. So like, why even bother? Which is why I'm probably feeling the way I am about this game. Like, just, it doesn't matter. Player versus player modes. Like, whatever, guys, you all win. Okay, Ultimate with Mr. Fantastic. I don't know. There's almost a world where I just kill Ultimus, but not this one, I guess. I am going to take a shot from Ultimus, and the problem is that Captain Britain just gets way too many buffs on him. And Ultimus loves buffs. He does have some barrier, though. He's got full health. I guess if you trigger Thanos, you're really... I don't know. Maybe it's even better off if he pulls the safeguard. There goes all of my barrier. Okay. This is good. I can ability block. Ultimus. Now I will not get my Captain Britain one shot. So that's actually pretty good. Okay, I think we're going to be all right. I didn't even need to power him up probably. I'm going to avoid Thanos. I'm going to avoid double tapping Thanos because the last thing I want to do is trigger Thanos. I usually like to do that when he's like the last one left on the board. Nice. Hey. Not triggering, not having Captain Britain one shot for the win. This is going to be a very easy victory. I am going to actually hold that stun with Mr. Fantastic. Ooh, I didn't expect him to chain over there to Thanos. That was almost disastrous. I wonder if he can just kill Thanos. I don't think he can. He's going to trigger him, but it's okay. We've pretty much won. Maybe I can kill Thanos before his ultimate. I don't know. Yes, I can. Oh my God. This is the best my Illuminati's ever looked, by the way. My Illuminati has like literally never looked this impressive. Maybe it's that extra power on Captain Britain. Extra power on Captain Britain for the win. That guy's going to be incredible at diamond level. At diamond level, Captain Britain is probably going to feel the way he should. At anything less than that, he's kind of like, whatever. Okay, I'm going to come back for Night Stalkers. That's going to be a pain in the butt. But I'm going to go ahead and do the Cabal attack. Let's hit Cabal on room number 4. This should be an easy victory. I don't know. Let's go Cabal and Masters of Evil on 4. I want to disrupt. Yes, I want to disrupt Sasquatch. That way he can't get taunt again. Perfect. I think that I'm going to kill him with the special, and I want to do a little bit of damage to Nightcrawler. I think the special is going to be enough to kill Sasquatch, yes. Okay, now I'm free to get at Old Man Logan, which is exactly what I'm going to do. This is probably going to kill him. If not, it's going to be super close. Nope, dead. Instant win. I love instant wins. I love it when the game doesn't freeze as well. I hate it when the game looks like it's going to freeze, and then I love it when it doesn't freeze. And Kangbang. It's over. So far, solid attacks. So far, I'm on fire. One of my best Cosmic Crucible rounds of this season by far. I think I'm getting the hang of it. It only took me, a week or two, but we're figuring it out. All right. Secret Defense. This is where it could all go south. It could all go south right here. I honestly don't know about this. I mean, it's probably fine. Do I need to switch up Isotope? I don't think I need to. I think I can switch over to Striker with Black Cat even. I think I can go Striker, 2 Skirmishers. I don't know, man. I hate to lose this. I'm doing so well. Oh, God. This one's iffy. The next 2 rooms, I'm going to be so overpowered. I probably could have taken Scroll or Apocalypse and put it. I should have put Apocalypse on this attack, quite honestly. Safeguard. Yeah, I screwed up. I should have thrown Apocalypse on this. I might have to redo this with Apocalypse. Just to prevent the safeguard. Now I can't get at them. I'm stuck on Absorbing Man. I fell into the Absorbing Man trap. Of all the damn things I could have done. I don't know, man. This was a bad idea. Maybe I can still win. It's definitely not as pretty. It's not as good as it was going to be. I need to do damage to Forge. I can't kill him, though. I'm stuck behind 2 taunts with Safeguard. It's pretty damn awful. Thankfully, they're not hurting me. I need to put trauma on them, though. There was no reason. The problem is there was no reason to not throw Apocalypse at this. There was absolutely no reason to not throw Apocalypse at this. That's what's bugging me right now. That's all I needed to do. But maybe I can still take the win. All right, we got rid of the damn Absorbing Man. I guess we're looking at a cleanup situation. I can come back in here with a lot of stuff and win. Especially if Forge doesn't get to go. If Forge dies, I probably win. I really hope those bleeds get to Forge. Yes. All right, I'll keep this no matter what. I'm fine with this. I would love Rogue to die. I can't really have her doing her thing. Gambit's already done his ultimate. Robbie's passive is going to win this. Oh my God, we still won. All right, so this is great. I mean, it's good to know this can win. There was no reason for me not to throw Apocalypse at that, though. That should have been way easier. I'm glad it was a win, but there was no reason to go that light into that. Like, I didn't need it to be that way. I'm glad I won, but it was totally stupid. Because I have so much left now. All right. This should be easy. This should be easy. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use Ares. I think Ares is my man. And I don't know what else. I mean, I really don't like to throw mercs for money at anything. I really don't. I really don't like that idea. But maybe it's okay. I guess Deathpool, I don't know, man. I'm not loving this. I don't know about Panda Pool's good. Because he's got the taunt. I need speed. All I need is speed because Old Man Logan's going to do his thing. Old Man Logan is going to win this. But I really need speed. I mean, I could throw what I have of Night Stalkers in here. They're pretty damn fast. Agatha is a damn beast. Like, maybe I use Night Stalker. I mean, Night Stalkers is going to be better in the other room. Night Stalkers and Odin? I'm not buying this Dakin thing. Chat, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I haven't been listening today. I'm not doing it. I think actually if I'm going to use Night Stalkers, it's going to be in the raid room. So I could use Night Stalkers and Odin plus something. I could use my own scroll here. I could use using Apocalypse here is a little redundant. Maybe I use my own scroll. I don't know. Scroll and Black Knight is a bad interaction. Maybe I use scroll over in the other room. So I could throw Apocalypse into this situation. I mean, I've already won at this point. I think I already have the win. I could throw Black Knight in, right? Throw my own Black Knight in there. So for the other room, I'm going to have Odin, North Star, and 3 Night Stalkers. Not Moon Knight. I'll throw Agatha and Man Thing because of the speed. Chat suggesting Old Man Logan, Apocalypse, and one other villain. So for the Night Stalker room, I'm going to have Odin, North Star to shut down their speed, Agatha, Man Thing, just to hit them with their own poison. And then I got one more character I can throw in over there. I don't really... It's not a good scroll team. I could probably do a better scroll team here. I don't like mirror match, but maybe that's kind of what I need to do. Maybe I need to throw in my own scroll. I'm going to yeet that... I'm going to yeet that damn... That Black Knight so damn hard. I'm not going to have to worry about that Black Knight on my scroll. I just need another good villain. I could throw in Apocalypse. That seems like way too much. Is there another good villain that I can use that is not? Is there another good villain that is not Apocalypse? Or should I really just put Apocalypse in? Odin should be enough. Like, honestly, Odin should be enough. I think Odin should be enough. Odin, North Star, Agatha, Man Thing, and I don't know, another character of some kind. Like, who else do I have left for Night Stalkers? Like, Odin should just do it. It's not that big of a Night Stalkers. Odin's the man, right? How damn good are they? I could throw Deathpool into that team. This feels like massive overkill. I could throw, I don't know. I could throw Moon Knight into it. I don't really know what Moon Knight does. I mean, he should be fast. Maybe I'll just do Moon Knight. All right. So the other room is going to be Odin, North Star, 3-piece Night Stalkers. Maybe I should try that first. I'm going to save this. That definitely wins. I'm not even worried about that. That's not even in my mind that could fail. There's no way on the planet that doesn't fail. I'm much more worried about this attack. Right? This is a more nerve-wracking attack. And we're going to throw... It's a 3-diamond North Star. It's a damn good North Star. There's nothing wrong with that North Star. And Night Stalkers are big. Night Stalkers are hefty. Other than my Man Thing. My Man Thing is nothing to write home about. But his isn't either. His is bigger than mine, but they won't have speed. All right, we'll throw Man Thing in here. All right, what do we think of this, chat? Your honest opinion on this, chat. How are we doing? It really comes down to how good Odin is. Odin should be good enough to hand this team its ass. If this team beats Odin, I don't know what to say. Now, we do have a global rule happening here. We do have some problems. Night Stalker characters do gain 20% damage. And that is a 3-diamond Agatha and a 3-diamond Moon Knight. So if they get turns, we got problems. And when you attack a character with bleed, you do get 1 offense up. Undying characters get bonuses as well. And all resistance and healing is taken off by 50% in here. Let me check out, make sure North Star is actually doing stuff in here. North Star is the guy to use, right? Because North Star enemy characters cannot fill speed bar for themselves or allies. That's what you want. Enemy characters cannot fill speed bar. And then on enemy death, he'll apply slow to everybody. And while he's not exhausted, we can't gain slow and we can't have our speed bar reduced. Enemies cannot gain charged. That's a good one to know. I didn't even take that into account. That's cool. And he gains 25% speed, so he's going to go fast and get to do his ultimate. All right, and then Night Stalkers. Let me make sure that this is going to nerf them out the right way. I believe the main guy you got to watch out for on Night Stalkers is Man-Thing. Because Man-Thing's passive, on spawn, if this character has 3 or more Night Stalker allies, you gain taunt and immunity. I won't get that. They will. He's going to get taunt and immunity, which should be fine. He can't be stunned. Gain 20% speed. Night Stalker allies gain 20% speed. That's not speed bar. They still get that speed. My Night Stalkers will get that speed as well. I don't know if North Star is going to actually be a character that's going to be impactful. Enemy protectors cannot gain immunity. Before this character takes a turn, ability block cannot be applied to self or any Night Stalker. So I can't ability block any of them. Shouldn't matter. I don't know, man. It's speed, not speed bar. I thought it was speed bar. It's 40% or 20% speed. They just gain 20% speed. Doesn't like Apocalypse shut that down? He shuts down Emma, right? How does he shut down Emma? Oh, because they can't be reduced. Emma can't reduce him, but they're gaining speed. I've already used Mysterio if he prevents immunity. Oh, maybe I haven't used Mysterio. I think Mysterio does prevent immunity, though. It's more the speed that I'm worried about, though. It's not the immunity. It's the damn speed. What's Odin do? Does Odin have some kind of speed mechanic that I'm not aware of? While charged, gain 100% speed. Character cannot have the speed bar reduced. He should still win. I don't know, boys. This is a tough choice. I don't think North Star, though, is the answer. North Star is good for like Spider Society, who gains turn bar. But Night Stalkers just gain speed. They're just super fast. You would need someone. I don't think there's anybody in the game that shuts them down. That's something that, no one's like, I think the only other person like that is Cable, right? Like that's Cable's thing. And there was no way to mess with Cable. That's why Cable remained in the meta for as long as he did. Because there was no way to stop him from doing what he does just by being on the board. Cable. Oh no, he fills speed bar. He doesn't even do that. North Star will help versus Black Knight. It's true, but not in room 6. Because it only happens in raids. So crap. I don't know, man. On spawn fill speed bar for 5%. I can get ahead of them with that. Like I can bring in Cable and fill my speed bar by 5% and go first. Oh man, this is rough. So I think the answer here is just to use more. This guy ain't cutting it. Or use less on. I need Old Man Logan over here. I need Skrull and Apocalypse. I don't think I can just take Odin and the Night Stalkers and win this. The Night Stalkers are probably good to take because there's nothing faster than the Night Stalkers. Like I can't outspeed the Night Stalkers. Maybe it's going to be difficult to, I guess. No, it's going to be difficult to work Skrull in here in an elegant way. I guess I can get rid of Moon Knight. Like, I can put in Apocalypse and Skrull, take out Moon Knight, because I don't know what his value is, and try that. Or I could just move Old Man Logan in here. Old Man Logan does speed up quite a bit. He's a pretty speedy guy. Maybe that's for the best. I'm more inclined to bring Apocalypse into this. Like, I think if I do this, I'm good. And then just bring some other villain into the other room. This might be all I really need. If I have this set of characters, I should have this win. Apocalypse is pretty damn speedy. I think Apocalypse is redundant in room 6 because I'm already removing Safeguard with Ares. And Ares isn't as valuable in this room. All right, fuck it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, Blade gets to go first. That's very depressing. Oath gets to go. That's also depressing. This is going very poorly. All right, Apocalypse. Thank God I brought Apocalypse. Thank God I brought Apocalypse. And who do I want to kill? I got to kill Agatha, boys. Agatha's way too much. That ultimate from Agatha would have ended this. Odin is hurting. I'm about ready to cancel. Odin, if he gets a turn. Okay. Holy crap. Night Stalkers are nothing to fuck with, okay? Nothing to fuck with. And I think Odin's won now. Like, as getting Odin to his power was all I needed to do. And it was absolutely vital that I brought Apocalypse into this. Holy crap. That was intense. That was by the skin of my nuts right there. Wow. Okay. Well, it was a win. It wasn't pretty, but it was a win. That was extremely ugly and took way too much effort. Way too much brain power went into that attack. All right. This should be a very stupid attack now. Hopefully. All right. I just need a villain. All I need to do is bring in a villain and I should be fine. Yeah, that is exactly why I put Odin on offense. He is just extremely valuable there. Let's see. In this room, can I bring anybody in that gets advantages with safeguard, immunity, defense up? Safeguard, immunity, defense up. Ultimus isn't bad, except my Ultimus isn't big. Wait, wouldn't Mysterio prevent that immunity? Hold up, guys. Mysterio prevents immunity on spawn, right? Hold on, I just gotta check this. Is this actually brilliant? He doesn't need any other people to be there with him to do that. He just does that? Or does he need other Sinister Six members around? He needs 2 or more Superior Six allies. So no, that won't work. For a second there, it sounded good. For a second there, it sounded too good to be. It was definitely too good to be true. Not bad, though. Definitely something to think about in that room. Is using some kind of Mysterio situation in there. But okay, it's not going to work here. It's not going to work here. Morgan Le Fay. Yeah, you know what? I could do Dakin. Fine. I'll do Dakin. Fine, chat. I'll throw Dakin into this. I don't believe in it at all, but I don't think it matters. Let's go. We got Old Man Logan. We got Old Man Logan, Skrull, Black Knight. The other people don't really matter. I would have loved to have prevented their immunity. But we can't do that. All right. We get to start off here with a Super Skrull, which is good because we get to slow down Black Knight. Which means we get to put an Old Man Logan stun on Black Knight, which is exactly what we needed to do. Oh, this is interesting. Dakin gets a turn. What does Dakin even do? Chain to adjacent targets, flip things around. Okay, go Dakin. Go on with your bad self. Do your thing. I can't believe Dakin's actually doing stuff. I've never seen Dakin do anything. And we're stunning Black Knight. Yeah, this is good. I didn't need Apocalypse for this attack at all. I probably didn't even need Skrull for this attack. He's just going to be a nice little luxury. This is... Why is Dakin so good in here? Dakin has never been this good. What the hell is going on? Okay, that's more like Dakin. He's almost dead. So that's kind of what I expected from Dakin. But... And there it is. That was way too easy. That was disturbingly easy. I like that team for that room, though. That was a killer team for that room. And this should be a win, I think. I didn't show you my defense, right? Did I? Or did I? I don't remember. I think I did. My defense is pretty good. So I pulled a 5175. And yeah, if I didn't show you my defense, I feel like I went over this. But yeah, I've got this Mephisto Spider Society in 1. That's a pretty hard team to one-shot. Bifrost in room 3 is a pretty difficult team to one-shot. And hopefully, this is 100% win ratio, although only 3 people have ever gone against it. So, maybe that's a very hard team to one-shot as well. I really have no idea what it's like to fight that team. I don't know what would beat it. You just want something that would permanently kill. But if you didn't send in something that permanently killed, you would really might have a problem in that room. And I think that's going to do it for this week. This episode of Addicted to Marvel Strike Force. I hope you guys are gearing up for Battleworld. I hope that is better than it looks. Keep digging.